Let me tell you a story, guys. First of all, when I started my collection, I started up with two bottles. One was Issey Miyake, the Ludese Puram, and then this one, Dolce & Gabbana, the one EDT, small little 50 ml bottle. I still have some juice left. I got this bottle in 2000, I believe, 14 or 15. So it's been 3 years, 4 years, I think around 4 years, I don't remember exactly. It was in Malaysia. And when I purchased this fragrance, the lady at the shop, she gave me a few samples, free samples they give if they're nice and stuff. So I got a small little sample of D-Squared Hewood, the very first one. It's called Hewood, simply Hewood. Okay, after this, got a lot of flankers of this fragrance, and I've been wearing from time to time. I have a little bit juice left, it's a little bit greenish in color. And why am I showing you this? It is related to the fragrance review I'm about to do today. So this fragrance I've been wearing at times. It's very different, very outdoorsy, very natural, woody smell, and it doesn't really last all that much. And the whole full bottle is available of this in, I think you can find this in Perfume World, any part of the Bangladesh, any part of the country you can find Perfume World. They're selling this brand in Bangladesh, but I never really felt like buying that because of the review of Mark. Mark reviewed that one, and he also reviewed Rocky Mountain Wood by D-Squared Hewood. It's a very complicated, long name, so let me just call this Rocky Mountain Wood, okay? So this fragrance, I think, to my nose, this is a masterpiece, and I'll let you know why. I've been calling a lot of fragrance masterpiece lately, but I've been buying the right ones, I feel. So yes, Dolce & Gabbana one, that's where the story ends, and Hewood story ends there. So this fragrance, first reason to call it a masterpiece, presentation. I'll show you the presentation, the smell, the feel that you get from it, the uniqueness, the combination of uniqueness and how beautiful, aromatic it smells. All right, and it's timeless classic. That's why I'm considering everything in consideration, as well as the performance. Sorry. So let me show you the presentation. It comes in a box like this. It looks pretty much like a Bond number 9 kind of boxes, huge, covers my whole head, I guess. So it's 100 ml. It also comes in 50 and 30 ml. So if you buy the 50 ml, you still get the same looking bottle that I'm about to show you, but you do not get the full border with the wood. I'll let you know what I mean. So it says D-Squared Hewood, Rocky Mountain Wood. It says 100 ml EDT, and it also says that's it. That's pretty much it. Okay, and the back you're gonna find it's made in Italy. Okay, yeah, it says here. Okay, and bottom you're gonna get some more information, batch code and stuff like that. So nothing very special, but very neatly done. It's very niche sort of packaging, right? It doesn't overdo it. That's the box. The prices on these are, I believe, $55 to $60, give or take, for the big bottle. The 50 ml, I think it will cost you about $40 US, and the smallest one you can score it pretty much $25, give or take, or $30. All right. So here is the bottle that I think is a masterpiece. Right? Look at that bottle. I mean, for those who have seen these bottles, I've reviewed Silver Wing Wood, I think, from this line, which is also a flanker of D-Squared Hewood. But this is the ultimate masterpiece. And this is how all the bottles look, but the color of the wood is different. This one is a bit dark. It's like almost like oak tree or something like that. Inside got separate glass bottle, but it's all intact, one piece. You cannot take it out, even though it moves a little bit. You can hear it, yeah. But it's pretty much secure inside. It says D-Squared Hewood, and all the name of the fragrance would be at the side. Okay, Rocky Mountain Wood. So it's very nice, engraved, very niche touch. I do not know if this is a designer house, but this pretty much niche presentation, as much as I can tell you. And then the juice color is green like the nature, and the atomizer is up here with the cap. Very nice snug fit with the cap. My cap is very nice snug fit. Bottom is your sticker. And the cutest thing is this cutie little sprayer, very dwarfy, right? Almost like your Prada presentations. Let me show you my Prada. It also does have the similar sort of fashion of atomizer at the side. It's pretty cool, I think, pretty unique. Not many fragrances you'll see today have done that. All right, but even though this is a dwarfy sprayer, it's pretty monstrous. So I have that dry down in my hand this side for about 1 hour, and let me show you the sprayer. If you see the sprayer, and you'll know this is how monster of a sprayer this is. Okay, here we go. See that? Look at the distribution, how far it sprays. Even if I put my hand away, it will still reach it. So sprayer bottle is just, it almost looks like an architect built this, like it went, a lot of thoughts went into it. The juice color represents the nature, the wood around it represents the trees, right? And this fragrance was supposed to represent the mountains of Canada. So the breeze or the air that passes through between the valley of Canadian mountains during the spring slash summertime. So the things I was telling you about, the 50 ml, you'll get exact same bottle with the border and everything. The bottle will be smaller. 30 ml, you just get this much. This part of the wood is missing, just the small little bottle, and then top part of the wood. I don't think that looks very good. I think you should go with 50, at least 50 ml to get a beautiful bottle like that. So first of all, even if you didn't get very nice looking, like nice smelling juice, I'll still get the bottle. Why? Because of the bottle itself. I think the $50 odd that I spent on this, it's just worth getting this bottle. It looks awesome in your collection. So yes, second thing, as I was telling you, Mark reviewed this. He said Hued is nice, but this is better, and I absolutely gonna agree with him. And I also saw Chad's, like A Gentleman's Journey Chad, who wants my hair. He's after my hair for some reason. I don't know why. Kidding. So he said this is a fragrance. It's nice outdoorsy, but it's something that he wouldn't wear in outdoors, because he feels, people should be all natural, shouldn't wear any fragrance or cologne when you're outdoors in nature, right? So I'll let you know what I think of it. But here, let me talk about this fragrance now. So first of all, as you can understand, I bragged about the presentation and the story, everything for a long time. So now, let me tell you, where did I keep my notes? Okay, sorry about that. I kept it here. So the notes in this fragrance are according to Fragrantica. Let me get to the smell. It's amber, musk, incense, violets, lily, Virginia cedar, and pepper. Those are the enlisted notes. Someone complained I don't want to talk about notes. I just let you know how it smells, right? How it makes you feel. Okay, so from now on, I'll include the notes. All right, first of all, what you're gonna get from this is that violets. If you're aware of violets in Fahrenheit, Kuchipuram 2, if you know Xenia's Vumo, if you know a lot of these other fragrances contains a note of violets, you're gonna pick it up from this. But it's a floral, woody, it has some incensey feel, but not too much. So the incense almost feels like it's coming from burning a very high quality wood that is a very strong, like it's Virginia cedar, right? So yes, it feels like a huge tree, and it's not even processed. It's just natural. If you just can get the natural woody smell from a forest, little bit like a in between the valley between the two mountains, a lot of greenery, and you're just going for campfire, camping, and there's a small creek in between. There's some sort of like river flowing, and you can actually walk across the river. It's just your knee height or something like that, and its bottom is a lot of like rocks. I don't know, that's what I'm thinking, Rocky Mountain wood. Just trying to picture. I've never been to Canada. Someday I wish to. So this is a masterpiece in that way that this fragrance actually is not in competition with any other fragrance release these days. It's gonna stay and stand there in its own position as a timeless classic. Why is that? Because this is a fragrance. It's not your mainstream fragrance kind of fragrance. You're not gonna smell like this fragrance in many of the other releases. Maybe if you know this other one, which is something I can compare it to, but not saying pure wood. Okay, this is from Theory Mugler line. These two are absolute masterpiece and hidden gems. Why am I saying that? Because I love absolutely the smell of nature. Nature is hand built by God, right? And anything natural, it's not man-made or chemically or artificial. It's sometimes I'm drawn to that. Like natural smell of, like, let's say ocean. The salty air. If I can smell the flowers, it draws me. So the natural smell really draws me. This thing, I think, opening it's so strong. You get that feel of incense, touch of incense, and it's so masculine, so potent. And this is exactly like how the outdoors smell. If you're into khakis, if you're wearing those big boots and you're just going there, you're the crocodile hunter or dandy, I don't know what you call that dude, but yeah, imagine the big hat, just having a cigar at your tough guy, a little bit burnt, because of the sun, you got some tan on you. It's like kind of crispy skin, kind of weird, right? Yeah, but yes, if you're outdoors, if you absolutely love the outdoors, you're gonna love this fragrance. I'm calling this once more masterpiece because it doesn't have any competition around it. Even 10-20 years from now, Fahrenheit, Dior Homme, this, I would say Angelman, Terre d'Hermes, they're gonna stand on their own as people know them by their smell. Those are awesome. So this is one of the fragrances I wanted in my collection for a long time. So thanks USB page, Ifran Bhai, aka Ifran Bhai, UK shipping from Bangladesh, for bringing it for me all the way from UK. So you can definitely try this fragrance. I'm not saying it's a must buy. To me, It is a must have in my collection. I can absolutely have this fragrance or even this one, I would say. Either one. I'm not gonna need another outdoorsy woody scent. It's not oud, okay? It's not, don't confuse with Arabian oud and stuff. This is the smell of trees, the nature, a little bit of greenery, and the breeze that flows. Imagine like a little bit cool weather. It's just transition between summer and like cold weather towards summer. It's a little bit still cool, like the wind is kind of wet, and you can smell the violets in the air. And absolutely, you can think of gypsy Indians, back in the time, without any violence. There's no fight going on. It's just that it's like I remember there's a movie, something wolf, I forgot the name. It was Kevin Costner film. Every time I forget the names. I think Dances with Wolves. Yeah, that movie. This fragrance reminds me of that movie. It's a masterpiece of a movie. This is a masterpiece of a fragrance. Performance on this is a 2017 batch. Many people say they don't get the best performance, but to me it lasts fine. It lasts a long time, but it just doesn't jump out of your skin that way. Longevity, I would say like 8.5 out of 10, and it lasts longer than he would or any other flankers that I smell from this line. Longevity is good. Projection is, let's say, 7.5 out of 10, but people can detect it around you for a very long time. But this fragrance, you can also wear it for work, regular, as a signature scent, and it has a little bit mature feel to it. Of course, it has a heavy feel to it. So if you're a little bit mature nose, I think you can appreciate it, and I think it's a niche quality juice. Definitely, guys. If you smell it, nothing else smells like this. It doesn't smell like a mainstream fragrance. They're going for commercial purpose. They made a fragrance, they gave an appearance for it to be a classic. So I'm glad before it got discontinued, I got a bottle of it. It looks, just look at that bottle. You just put it anywhere, it's gonna look like a piece of art, right? So longevity and projection let you know. The smell, I'll give this 10, nothing less than 10, but do not go unblind by this. Smell it if you can, sample this if you can. I think this one fragrance you can reach out when you're traveling, like say you're going to Himalaya, you're going for camping, or like trekking, jungle trekking. Apart from polo green, you can wear this. Polo green is a little bit on the high on the leather and a little bit too much green sometimes. This is perfectly balanced. Amazing fragrance. If you own a Jeep Wrangler, you can see how nice it complements while you drive this, right? So overall, this fragrance, as I told you, is masterpiece. It's a 10 for me. Okay, I cannot give this any less to this fragrance. This is something, it's a must-have in my opinion. If you want to think like pure malt, Jaipur, those are something you must-have. This is definitely something you must try. Okay, it's a masterpiece. Once again, I said it how many times I don't know. DSQUARED Rocky Mountain Hued. It's an amazing little beautiful fragrance. Take care, guys. I'll let you know my top 10 summer once again, or top 20 very soon. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.